roughnecks and XMP. Clay Hines, Gray, the fancy description of the obituary in the Kansas City newspaper. You are brave, he said. Am I? The spots of color came back to her face, the size of quarters, burning red high above her cheekbones. Totally crazy, he said. And you forget it.
Well, we're just sitting here around camp.
Forget about
Got the fire going.
He said nothing.
It's almost 6 o'clock. We're
She said,
probably gonna get dinner here going. Not for too long.
it's my only way out. Literally.
Got firewood.
And it's
Stored underneath the camper.
suddenly.
They say rains.
I'm not.
Stays dry.
So,
So,
I'm
we'll go
walking
from there.
there. He shook his head, stared out of the window. Just forget all about it, he said. It's absurd. This isn't the Wild West. Isn't it? Isn't it still okay to kill him? Indeed, kill him. Then she went quiet, just driving, like she was waiting him out. He stared at the speeding landscape in front of him. They were heading for the distant mountains. The blazing afternoon sun made them red and purple. It changed the color of the air. The child's paper were all. Please, Alicia, she said. Please. At least think. He said nothing. Please. Think about it. He was beyond reaction. He dropped his eyes from the mountains and watched the highway. It was busy with traffic. A river of cars and trucks crawling across the batches. She was passing them all, one after another, driving way too fast. I'm not crazy, she said. Please. I tried to do this right. I really did. As soon as his lawyer told me about the deal, I sought a lawyer of my own, and then 3 more, and none of them could do anything for me as fast as a month. All they could do was tell me Ellie tracks me exactly where I am. So then I looked for protection. I asked private detectives. They wouldn't do anything for me. I went to a security firm in Austin, and they said, yes, they could guard me around the clock, but it would be 6 men and nearly $10,000 a week, which was the same thing as saying no. So I tried, Richard. I tried to do it right, but it's impossible. He said nothing. So I bought a gun, she said. Wonderful, he said. And coats, he said. It took all the cash I had. Picked the wrong guy, he said. I tried. You've killed people before. In the army, you told me that. This is different. How? This would be murder. Cold-blooded murder. It would be an assassination. No, it would be just the same, just like the army. He shook his head. It wouldn't be the same. Don't you think it would be something to protect people? It's not the same, he said that. She passed an 18-wheeler bound for the coast, and the Cadillac rocketed and shimmied through the superheated, turbulent air. Slow down, she said. She shook her head. I can't slow. I want to see Ellie. He touched the dashboard in front of him, steadying himself. The freezing air from the fence flashed against his chest. Don't worry, he said. I'm not going to crash. Ellie needs. If it wasn't for Ellie, I'd have crashed a long time ago, believe me. But she eased off a little anyway. The big rig crept back alongside. I know this is a difficult conversation, you think? But you have to look from my point of view. Please, Richard. I've been through it a million times. I've fought it. I've been from A to B to C to D all the way to Z, then again, and again, and again. I've examined all the options. So this is all logical to me. And this is the only way. I know that. But it's hard to talk about because it's new. You haven't thought about it before. It comes out of the blue. So I sound crazy and cold-blooded to you. I know. I appreciate that. But I'm not crazy or cold-blooded. It's just that I've had the time to reach the conclusion, and you haven't. And this is the only conclusion. I promise you. Whatever. I'm not sure. Guy I never saw. He hits me, she said. He beats me bad. Punches me, kicks me, hurts me. He enjoys it. He laughs while he does it. I live here all the time. So go to the cops. The cop. There's only one, and he wouldn't believe me. And even if he did, he wouldn't do anything about it. They're all big fights. You don't know how it is here. Rachel said nothing. He's coming, and she said, can you imagine? He's going to do today. He said nothing. I'm trapped, Rachel. I'm boxed in because of Ellie. Do you see that? He said nothing. Why won't you help? Is it the money? Is it because I can't pay you? He said nothing. I'm desperate, she said. You're my only chance. I'm begging you. Why won't you do it? Is it because I'm Mexican? He said nothing. It's because I'm just a greaseball, right? A beaner. You do it for a white woman? Like her girlfriend? I bet she's a white woman. Probably a blonde, right? Yes, it's a blonde, he said. Some guy is beating up on her, you feel it. Yes, I would. And she ran off to Europe without you. Didn't want you to go with her. But you did it for her. And you won't do it for me. It's not to say, he said for the third time. I know, she said. Because I'm just being trash. I'm not real. He said nothing. What's her name? She asked. Your girlfriend. Joe, he said. Okay. Imagine Joe over there in Europe. She's trapped in some bad situation, getting beat up every day by some maniac sadist. She tells you all about it. Bears her soul, every horrible, humiliating detail. What are you going to do? Joe, he thought. She nodded like she could read his mind. But you wouldn't do that for me. You'd do it for the gringo, but not for me.
Hey, buddy.
He paused a beat with his mouth halfway
Got the
open.
inside of the camper set up here.
True. He would do it for Jody Garber, but he wouldn't if it's for Carmen Greer.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us here. We are out in Barnardsville, North Carolina, up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, enjoying the eclipse. We got a perfect view of it, and it's only going to be about 80% coverage, but maybe 70. But you know, I didn't feel like driving like 10 hours one way just to be able to see it at 100% totality. So, you know, we're just now getting here at camp, getting set up. We got the camper. I was going to go out to Asheville to meet a buddy, but we threw the smaller tires on the camper so we'd have a little bit more clearance in between. And this is the first time I've had it out, so you know, it's like kind of the test run, main voyage, if you will. So you know, it's still up in the air. Not sure how well it's going to do. you know, I just didn't feel like driving an hour away from my house and have to somehow figure out a way to get this thing back. So we're only about 15 minutes away from my house, and yeah, we'll enjoy the night, maybe a couple days, we'll see. Thanks for watching, guys. Come here, buddy.
Power on. Pairing mode.
Hey, buddy.
Connected.
And completely unprovoked. He could end up convicted and in the penitentiary.
Well, we're out here. Not much going on, but it's the 2024 eclipse, and I can't see the sun. Here's what I see. Yep. It's in that general area around there. Has gotten darker out here, I must say though. So I'm gonna throw y'all on a time lapse for a little bit and see if we can get any good shots. And, yeah. Hope y'all had a better view than I did. Alright, so we are gonna put some dinner here. We got some rice closed up for dinner.
She looked like a 20-year-old, prematurely aged by some rare medical condition. Or by a doctor. Maybe
It was quite cloudy today, and my lights were able to get a little charge, which is nice.
But she showed a measure of
The back one's cut on. Let's see if all of them do.
It was still different. She looked like a part of Texas beyond weight and power. But temporarily laid low with most of the good days behind her. What did the sheriff say? Carmen asked me that. Nothing happened.
Alright. Got dinner going. Let's get y'all a little closer. Watch out.
Slick boys on this. He was on his way to the federal jail to see Slick.
Alright, so got a little bacon fat heating up in there.
Standing on the road south of Abilene, sitting there empty, mild, familiar. He's still in it. Quit wasting other folks' business.
Keep that on low.
How many lawyers do you think Snoop had? Her tone had it to be pity. The room went totally silent, and Carmen went pale and her hand jumped to her mouth, fingers rigid and extended, covering her lips. Maybe the powerful town, she said. That's silent, what she said. The work just fine. So missing. He's gone missing. I just told you that. Of course we can. but they can't find you. Carmen took the jump. Correct. Then another. Is it change anything? She asked. You mean, is sleep still coming on? Carmen nodded deeply, like she was terribly afraid of the answer. Don't worry now, Dorothy said. She was smiling. Nick will be back in Monday, just like he always was going to be. Al being missing doesn't change his thing. The sheriff went back too. He was done too. Carmen paused a long moment with her eyes closed and her hand on her lips. Then she forced the hands down and forced the lips, giving a trembling smile.
So what I decided to do is put these on motion, or motion lights. That way as you walk around, they just automatically cut on. Pretty sweet. They're working out great. They last, all night. You know how much you use them. So. Alright, cut this up just a bit.
Carmen opened her eyes. Is that me? Didn't mean it. Who would want to make trouble for their small? You don't know. Well, I do. That's the said. Somebody who buys them a big old Mercedes Benz and gets sent to jail anyhow. That's you. Who said that? Anybody could. Al Eugene takes anybody for a spy. He has no stamp. He's halfway to being plain crooked. Maybe all the way crooked for all I know. 3/4 of his time for the wrong story. Carmen was good. Hey. A long story? You know. That's why don't you just come right out and say it? Doctor was still smiling. But tell me, different. Some Mexican boy gets sent to jail. He doesn't just stand up and accept his punishment like we do. No, he blames his lawyer. And he gets all his brothers and his cousins all riled up about it. And of course, he's got plenty of those come up here after him. All illegals, all cholos, all of the gangs, and now you see exactly how that same thing. Just like it is down there in Mexico itself. You all should know why. Why so much of all people? I've never even been in Mexico. Nobody was far about it. Mr. Walker standing up, shaking.
I wish there was smell-o-vision. This smells terrific. Garlic and onions. A little bell pepper.
You got an opinion here, Mr. Reeser? Just as you're at. It felt like a rough deal. He would have to think of something smart, something diversion. They wouldn't look at it to start some big clumsy fight and get himself thrown off the property inside the first 10 minutes. I'm just here to work now. But I'd like to know your opinion. All the same. Just take a job into the territory. Clearly, he wondered exactly the place to fill the first shovel of the horse. Mr. Reeser was a talking shop, Alan said. And behind him, what's the matter? So, what's your thinking? Expounded up. Reeser said. Maybe there's an innocent explanation. Maybe she had a nervous breakdown and wandered in. Something's down very nasty. Now I see why you need you. Sorry for a long night. Well, if there was trouble, maybe one person might have Reeser said. That's not going to be a popular deal around here, son. It's not looking to be popular. It's looking to be right or wrong. And the population of Texas is 3/4 white. Therefore, I figure there's a 3 1/4 white person involved. Assuming people are all the same as each other. That's the truth. Not in my experience. Rusty bounced the gaze off the tabletop, back to town. Wow. Very fine. Music, really. It did not sense. Tommy took a breath. I never seen better than anyone else. So I don't see why I should do I know. The room stayed quiet. Tommy said I didn't. One other of us is going to be eating humble pie. He put it pie. And all syllables trailed into silence. Now, where is sleep for the day? She asked, with an artificial brightness in her voice, as the conversation had never happened. She brings back some food. Tommy swallowed and turned to face her. She's in the barn. She tried to share it, and I believe the pony stolen. That's ridiculous. Who would steal this damn pony? She's only a child, Tommy said. Well, the maid is ready to give the child his supper. So take it to the kitchen and send it to Rooster to the bunkhouse on your way. Tommy just smiled like a servant that knew instructions. Rooster followed her out of the parlor back to the hallway. They went outside into the heated ground and paused in the settled.
Looking delicious. Almost there.
Ellie reached the kitchen with her. Tommy nodded. Just to see, he said. What? Your first granddaughter. Tommy looked at her. Don't ask me to explain it. It's not right. She hates it. Go on. While the thought that he took her away. She felt sleep constantly. She's reflecting. His instinct of his fortune. And his mother does the same. That makes you eat in the kitchen too? Oh, she makes me eat the same, he said. Because she knows that is not. She paused at the edge of the fire. We should have brought it on. We should be in the boat by now.
I have a feeling rain's coming in, bud. The wind's starting to pick up.
What are you doing?
I have
Hope
to.
it might be too late. She nodded. So was I. Thinking you. She nodded, tears in her eyes. So you could still think about running. She wiped her eyes with something. She said no. I want you to think about the Mexican. I thought I was close with you. I needed to keep you around. Good. She let him down the steps into the sun and across the lawn. Beyond the motorhome was a
Delicious.
That's
Got some chicken, garlic, and peppers, and all that good stuff. And Mexican rice that has some Mexican like street corn, some roasted corn, some peppers, roasted poblano, saffron, a bunch of really good seasonings. It's
Behind the
delicious.
barn were 4 corrals, boxed stained with red onions.
They're all
2 of them were
taste
covered
nice.
in scrubby grass, and 2 of them had desert sand piled a foot thick. There was bright cold
That is really good.
in a jumping. Behind the corrals was another red building, long and low. Small windows
So my fire's starting to die down a little bit, and so I'm gonna go throw some wood on that and eat dinner, and I'll get back with y'all.
And footlight. The two beds nearest the bathroom were occupied. Each had a small, wiry man lying half dressed on the narrow.
Alright guys, it's been a long night. We had a day of it, so I'm gonna go get in the camper, relax, and we'll stoke the fire one last time, so we'll have coals tomorrow. We got a couple of big logs in there, so yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see y'all in the morning.